Welcome to Are You Experienced? I'm your host, Cynthia Brando, and we have another great episode with my friends, non-duo, Paul and Marina.
It's
Nice
Hi.
to be here. Hi.
All the way from our apartment complex.
Yeah.
In South Pasadena.
Yeah,
It's
we're
10 minutes
neighbors.
away.
So I'm glad to have you on the show. And you're our first duo. Usually it's just one person, so my first duo. And I've known you guys for about 6 years, right?
Something like that, 5, 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. So we've gotten to know each other a little bit better. And all of us are going through some life transitions. We're all musicians, but we're going through these sort of middle-aged life transitions with changing jobs, thinking about career and retirement. I know you guys are going through that too, just like me. So I know how I'm navigating that with music, but I haven't asked you how you're navigating all that with your music, performing and working on your videos and all that while you're changing careers and you're looking into doing different things. So how is all of that going? Who wants to go first?
Well, for me, I'm going through a lot of transformations and changes in my career. I've been subbing for many, many years, over a decade, and in a school system. And I decided to go into full-time teaching recently because I'm thinking about retirement and what's going to happen later, and if I'm going to have enough of what I'm making now. And we haven't made enough in music, and so it's
A lot of musicians have day jobs.
Yeah,
Day
so my
jobs,
day
so.
job just became even more so.
So did you feel a certain pressure at a certain age to make this transition?
Yes, I've been feeling the pressure for a long time, mainly from my parents. What are you going to do in retirement and all that stuff. But
They weren't happy about the whole music career thing.
no, they were happy I was doing music, but not for a living.
Right.
Because
And
it's so
you-
hard to make a living.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone I know has usually 1 or 2 day jobs, especially in LA. So how about you? You've been on the music scene in LA for a really long time, and you have to juggle your work because you do graphic design work. So how's that all going?
Well, my graphic design work, it kind of eats up the whole day, pretty much. Music now is kind of something that I just do at night for fun. Write songs when they come out, and because then I write songs when they come out, and we write together since we've been together, and it's just like right now there's like no pressure from me.
So you felt pressure before
Yeah.
with music.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I spent several years being angry at music because I had big dreams coming out of college and spent like a dozen years trying to make it as a film composer and just never made it. While some of my classmates went on and they become decorated composers, so I just got to this point where I was like, I'm not making a living at it, and I just give it up. So I totally dropped music. Didn't even play guitar.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, for like 5, 6, 7 years, and then
How old were you when you just said, I'm going to give it up?
I think 39, 38. It was, and so it was my son wanting to take guitar lessons that kind of got me back going. I got the guitar back under my fingers to show him, and then it kind of just took off again from there. And I just said, I gotta just make a promise that I'm only doing this for fun, no pressure. And it didn't always stay that way, because
Right.
I do an album and it's like I get all revved up about it, and I can't help it, but I still get my expectations. But oh well.
So how is it navigating music stuff as a couple? Since you're my first couple.
Yeah.
And you
It's
play
been
together.
fun and interesting and tough. And at first, we had our growing pains initially, and then we kind of found our groove in terms of like practice and working together. But the writing together kind of came naturally from the start. It's more of a practice time and we have different work ethics. So
Yeah, like it was kind of an adjustment for me to accept, because I had never been in a relationship with a band. Well, can't say never, but
briefly, just
yeah.
not as long.
Not as
Yeah,
not to this extent.
I did, and it didn't work out. So,
Right.
I was thinking, well, if I'm gonna invest time, all the time practicing, and it becomes a separate investment. It's like, is it going to put pressure on the relationship, or vice versa? I thought it was like a complication that we didn't need, but
then it turned out you needed it, and it worked out.
Yeah.
You needed the complication of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it became fun, and a lot of great things were created because of it.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Well, that's part of being in a relationship, right? You're proven wrong often.
Yes.
And then getting it.
So, how has your writing style or your music changed since you've gotten older? Has it changed much since your 20s and 30s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, in my 20s, I was like a music major. I was writing for orchestra or ensembles, and trying to emulate that in electronics. The writings I played in bands when I was in high school and college, but that kind of just totally fell by the wayside. The acoustic, singer-songwriter, that kind of thing, folksy stuff, that I would have frowned upon. I was like, what? I'm going to be a folk singer? No. Back then, but, it just grew on me, So yeah, I'm in a totally different space now than I was then.
Well, for me, music. I was when I was a teenager. I was totally into pop music, and then I totally changed into like Pink Floyd and like rock, and folk rock kind of fit right in with what I liked.
With pop.
Well, how did you discover that you liked it? If you were listening to rock and then Pink Floyd, and how did you?
Because I started going to a lot of to hear live music, and it was like the pacing and the quietness of it, and the storytelling that really intrigued me. And then I heard his music before I even met him, and I said, if I'm going to do music, it's going to be like that. And then we ended up getting together, which two events were unrelated, and then it just sort of happened.
Yeah. Your music has a real strong spiritual vibe to it. So where does that stem from? And of course your name is non-duo.
Yeah.
But you write pretty much 50-50, right, when you write a song?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you just play off of each other? I mean, you say the spiritual stuff kind of comes from her, but you kind of play off of it? And
I mean, like, there are some songs like, Why I Quit Drinking or something like that.
That's not spiritual.
It's just the fun stuff from my old band, that kind of style, but like she totally introduced me to the whole non-duality thing. She was studying it, and I was not studying it, so that kind of like as
Influenced.
It became kind of a lifeblood that helps formalize.
non-duality, look it up. No time to go into it, but look it up. Well, it was really nice talking to you both. And I look forward to many years of doing music all together in this community. And we're going to hear a song right now. What song are you going to do?
I think we're doing Coming Up.
Yeah, we're going to do Coming Up. We're going to play the ukulele somewhere.
Nice.
And it's on our second album. We have two, so it should be fun.
I once knew a place where the sun would never go down. I walked all around with my feet firm on the ground. Under a ceiling of sky that is where I was finally fall. I was open and free and so ready to see in your eyes. Drenched and delivered, it's warm, I still shiver inside. And when life comes a-knocking, I'm finally ready to try. Yes, I'm finally ready to try. Suntanned faces that you want to hide, 'cause under the burns I'm still on your side. Peel all the layers, it's funny to see what's inside. So we break and destroy and buy toys with no joy, then we cry. And when death comes a-knocking, we finally see all the signs. So we twist and we turn and we burn and we learn how to love. Yes, we finally learn how to love. I'll come to a place where the moon could always get high. My head's in the stars and my feet never touch ground. Light as a feather, I'll never know whether it's mine. So I give it away as we dance and we play in the night. Just like a dream as we twirl and we turn out of sight. Now if I look from you, I was looking to give up the fight. 'Cause when love comes a-knocking, I'm finally ready to fly. Yes, when